I'm Martijn.
And my name is Dennis. Today we're going to talk to you about
the evolution of goalkeeping.
The evolution of goalkeeping. Martijn, the evolution of goalkeeping. Let's start with the time before the foam came on the market, the dark ages.
The dark ages. When...
Can you tell something about that?
Yeah, there's a time that we had leather pads in kickers. And that was, yeah, it didn't protect that well. The legguards, yes. The kickers, no. You had to put flip-flops on the inside because otherwise you would break your toes. The weight was, I think, 3.5 kilos. And then on a rainy day, it was about 6 kilos.
I know. I've been there before, and I've been there. When you had to pack your bag and take it with you, it was terrible after a match with rain. It was so heavy.
It was dreadful.
Yeah.
And then maybe if you forgot to take your legguards out of your bag the next day, the smell.
Yeah. Even worse than now. We have the leather, and then there was the foam. Yeah. How was that from going from leather to foam?
Well, I got a phone call of Richard Lemaire. It was that moment, was one of the top hoofdklasse goalies. And he said, I got something new from OBO. So we went on the pitch. He was wearing the pro form. Square pads, asset on the inside. And we thought it was really ugly, but now it's very cool. And we really didn't know what to do. I think every morning we went, I think for more than an hour, we went training and seeing what we could do with this new technique. And we started developing a total new style of goalkeeping. Now suddenly you could clear the ball directly. But how? So we were just playing with the new stuff. Every morning, seeing what we could do. It was amazing.
Yeah, so it started with just a little bit of protection, went from much better protection, and also a different style of goalkeeping that maybe the goalie was more involved in the game instead of just the end point.
Yeah, you were suddenly a part of the game. And especially also, it didn't hurt. That was very cool.
So now we go to the next phase. It was a little bit in between the design and the start of OBO with the foam and what it is now. And there's a phase in between, that there's a lot of new techniques and developments. Can you tell something about that?
Yeah, so we saw that the youngsters couldn't move very easily. So there was a design that in the inside of the pad, it was curved.
Why?
Because then if you watch how people run, you always move like this.
Yeah.
So you could see that they could move easily on the pitch. And a lot of goalkeepers, they couldn't run because the pads were too wide.
Yeah.
And that's why all the OBO goalkeepers were so agile in the D. But there was one problem. There was on water-based pitches, fast shots where you put the legs together, there was a gap. You could shoot the ball just in between. And then we started to develop the new robos with the outside.
So those wings.
Those wings, yeah. This was like the grid from skateboarding.
Yeah.
So when you get the ball on the outside, the ball goes away to the side. Because we saw on other brands that balls on the outside just went into the goal. That was the biggest idea. That was the biggest advantage.
So it was better protective and especially better agility.
Better agility.
Better agility.
Yeah, that was the idea.
So, okay, we went from the evolution in goalkeeping from the dark ages to what it is now, the future, and what is coming to us. What did we learn and where are we now, Martijn?
This is the new pads of OBO. I thought at the beginning that the robos, you know, with the two colors, I think that was the best there was. But with this, I think if you watch the new games, how agile you have to be, how fast the ball's going inside the Ds. The shootouts, who's going to be very, very keen on every big tournament. It's very important. With these, this is the future. And it's designed by the top goalkeepers for goalkeepers.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest plus.
Yeah.
So it is more agile. It feels so much lighter.
Yeah.
You can move quicker. It's closer to your leg. And it's a bit wider. It's really big. That is a big advantage. So I hope you learned a little bit more about the evolution of goalkeeping and what the new style of goalkeeping is about. In the next video, we go in a little bit more into detail on what style of goalkeeping is really useful for these legguards. So I hope you enjoyed this video and hope you see you in the next video. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.